Everybody ready? All right, camera speeding, and action.
Cortland Altimus.
Altimus. Yeah.
Is that Greek?
German.
Oh.
For tall and wise.
Tall and wise.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's accurate, right? I mean, I'd say
Tall part. I hope the wise part.
I'd say you're wise.
I appreciate that.
I'd say you're wise. You have a wizened, air about you.
Oh, damn. I appreciate it.
Do you think people would agree with that?
I would like to think so, yeah. I get a lot of people coming to me for advice.
For people who don't know you, actually, the first thing I want to say to you is happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, not here, dude. That's wild. I cannot believe you said that.
I swear, I almost bought you a birthday balloon. I really
held
did.
it. I would have held it the whole time.
I didn't know where to. I just like, how am I gonna hide it? Like,
if you'd had it behind that chair.
Yeah. Like I was thinking maybe under the chair. I'm like, he's gonna see it. He's gonna. There's a balloon. That's weird. The Rangers just scored. We'll come back to the birthday thing.
Okay.
But firstly, I think I should ask, what is it like to be the most famous camera operator in Las Vegas?
All right, let's calm down with that. I don't like that word, but
I don't like that. Why don't you like that?
I don't know. It feels weird. That's a weird word to use, especially. I mean, I don't know. David came before me, and he kind of had the same glory that I have seen. He was known to be the famous op. So I was glad to learn from him, honestly.
Okay. But you are in. Would you not say that you're in the most stuff? I mean, across all the sports in Vegas, like you appear everywhere. Like you're in everything.
Yeah. It's always. I mean, you try to make your money where you can, but it is funny to see fans at different venues and they'll be like, "Hey, you work the Knights game," or "Hey, you work over at UNLV too," and so it's cool to see just different fans across all the events too. But yeah, I think I do a lot in the city. I try to.
Are you like, all right, so have you ever been like on a date and like someone comes up to you and so you get to like kind of low key like, oh yeah, hey, like kind of low key flex it? Or
there's never been anything in public yet. Like I haven't been out and about like at a grocery store or anything where anybody's like been like, aren't you?
Oh, so it's like it'll be at like other games. Like,
yeah, when I'm dressed like in my work attire, people will recognize me. Speaking
of that, is your Instagram handle on your socks right now? It is. Oh wait, hang on. I gotta get this so I could add this. Can you do that? Can you do that again? This is literally. I'm not kidding. There it is. It's there. Oh, all right. So the other thing that I can get close up on here.
What?
Let's show the ring off, man.
Oh, whoops.
Damn.
Did I put that there?
Oh, that's sick.
My bad.
That's super
Altimus
sick. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me.
Do you know the start of why I kind of do that?
No.
It's kind of funny because at my height and my width, pants don't fit that well. Mm-hmm. So I have a choice of ones that fit well around my waist or ones that fit the length of me. Mm-hmm. And all my work pants fit my waist, but not my legs. So I would just pull my socks up over my pants every game.
Okay.
And then people started to be like, why the hell are you doing that? Is there like an advantage or something?
Yeah.
And I noticed just people kept talking about it. So I was like, I'm just going to leave this because people talk about it.
So is it like a comfort thing or a utility thing? Like you want them to be out of the way because it's too baggy? Or is it just like you want to feel like you're wearing like a fitted pant?
It was just happened to be the black pants that I owned. Like they just didn't happen to fit and I didn't have black pants that really fit. So I pulled the socks up over. Okay. They used to be just like Nike socks or whatever. And then people would kind of make fun of that. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to get something simple, put my handle on the side. Because Gino, if you know Gino, another RF that I learned from, would put his handle on his hat, on his car, and people would always talk about that. So I kind of learned from that and put it on my socks. And 2 years later, people still talk about it.
I have no idea. I'm so curious to hear what your answer is going to be to this. Well, there's a question I've decided I'm going to ask everybody that comes on here, so I can have an idea of who I'm working with, who I'm talking to. Who are your top 5 favorite MCs of all time?
No way I'm putting that out there.
No way?
No way.
Oh, come on, man.
No, I'm starting beef with that.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't. Listen, this is not a definitive list of who you think is the best. You just favorite. We'll blanket it with it's your top 5 favorite. It doesn't have to be the best.
No, dude. Like
no total refusal.
I think so. I would feel bad. Like I like them all for different reasons.
Okay, all right. Can you? All right, so fine. We don't have to rank them. How about like who is somebody that you're listening to right now, or if you're not really listening to much hip hop right now, then who's somebody that you listen to a lot of in the past?
Oh, wait a second. You just mean hip hop?
Oh,
artists?
MCs. You thought I meant like Bojo. And
Yeah, dude. I was like, no way. What do you mean?
we only have 5.
Yeah, that's why I was like, whoever's last is gonna feel like.
There's JB, there's Katie Marie, there's Jennifer, there's Bojo, and there's Mark.
Yeah,
right?
and
am I missing anybody? Isn't that it?
Did you say Jen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got all of them. Yeah,
Shout out all of you.
We
love you.
Great.
We love you guys.
Great. I could never rank.
We love you guys. No, we would never rank you. No, we would never do that. No, yeah, hip hop artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm still more of a rockhead.
Okay,
Like,
well, I figured that.
Yeah, I still.
This is why I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a really interesting answer from Cortland. Unless you're just like, you don't even, if you don't listen to it like even at all, then
yeah, I really just like I'll pick an artist out and listen to them for a long time. So like it's not gonna be, it's just gonna be personal. It's not gonna think who I think goats are or anything.
No,
but, like I was on a big Amine wave for a while.
Okay, nope, never heard of that person.
Love Mac Miller, Pittsburgh represent.
Mac Miller, okay, great choice.
He's actually probably number 1 for sure for me.
That's a great choice. Love that. It took me a long time to come around to Mac Miller. I just didn't like him for some reason for a long time. I just didn't like his face, I guess. And then, honestly, it took him passing away and seeing how many artists I love that loved him.
Yeah.
And then Mike, who just popped off downstairs when the Rangers scored, is like a notorious. He's one of those guys where he'll sit you down and like force you to listen to something or force you to watch something. And he put on some Mac Miller stuff, and then I was like, all right, I really like Mac Miller. He's dope. Yeah. He's just seemed like he was kind of a great dude, and he is.
That's
great.
The thing too. That's what he was known for, being from Pittsburgh. Like everybody knows somebody that like knew Mac or knew somebody that knew Mac, like knew somebody with Mac, or
that's sad.
He touched a bunch of people in the city. So that's why everybody in Pittsburgh revered him when he was kind of making a name for himself. Yeah. Love Wiz too from Pittsburgh, but
Wiz,
Mac was definitely the dude.
Yeah, Wiz, Pittsburgh guy. Yes. I suppose I do like Wiz. He's never cool. He's never been up there for me, but also like I think he came to popularity when I was a little too old. Like I think I was a little beyond my like. I'm so open to all new artists. I was kind of in the middle of like, I think I was in my mid-20s at that time, and that's kind of when you're like, all right, I'm this guy, and I got this, I like this style of music or whatever.
Yeah, he was popping off for me in like middle school, so like jamming to the clean version of Young, Dumb, and Free, or Young, Wild, and Free was a banger.
yeah, no, that is a great song. The clean version, I like that. I like that it's the clean version. Okay, so. I think the Rangers just scored again. I can hear Mike down there. All right. So the shot at VGK. I think the shot now, I feel like the shot used to be like it's the goalie shot. But the shot now, I think, is like the if you ever been to a Golden Knights game and you have watched the intro sequence, which is a spectacular intro sequence created by very talented people, in our entire team, whether it's techs, producers, stage managers, camera operators, everybody participates in this one part of the show, and it's probably the most important part of the show because it is the thing we participate in the most. The rest of it is hockey entertainment. The shot, I think, if you've ever been there, is Cortland down there with a camera, and the helmet descends from the sky and the lasers shoot out, and the Golden Knight bows to the helmet, and then the camera is a slow push forward, and then the fog and the players start barreling out of the helmet. It's just like this epic moment, and the drums start going, and it's like it's hype.
Yeah.
So how did that shot come to be? How much input did you have in it? How did it take a while to perfect that? What is is it still exciting to do it? Give us an idea of
It's exciting every night. First of all, that's definitely like being a
I knew you
hockey
were going to say
player. That
that.
was the goal, to do something like that. But it kind of came about. I mean, it was just Jeff found out I skate. They'd wanted to do it for a while, so we kind of started to implement different ways to do it. And it was mostly just, I mean, it's a little bit of both with Jeff up there orchestrating what they had already decided and me being actually down there showing them the camera shots in real time. So,
Okay, so this was like you guys like workshopped this. It wasn't just something that we were like, okay, we're going to try this out. Was it like
regarding the open?
Yeah.
Yeah. That all gets rehearsed like a day or two before, and we'll work out some kinks. Like they have it all planned. I don't know how long in advance, but that's all for them to figure out. But
okay,
yeah,
I never knew that. I never knew that. I mean, I know obviously we do rehearsals for whatever, but I didn't know that you guys like really workshopped it, worked it out, like looked at the shots, decided this. Like that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was pretty cookie cutter. It's just down to iron out the details by the time I'm down there. But yeah, I don't remember how the goalie shot officially came to be, but I'm a goalie myself, so that to me is my personal the shot. Especially that first one, it was just perfect with the Jonathan Quick name going above him and the fireworks hitting off right as I approached him. Oh man, it was just, and he's going to be a Hall of Fame goaltender, so to be able to do that for him as my first like big shot, that was unreal.
So you are a goalie. I did not know that. Did not know that. Never knew that. Okay, so that is a great segue into when was it that you started playing hockey, and so that, and then also, what is a piece of advice for rookie hockey players or people that aspire to play hockey that can help them improve their game?
Oh man, dude, hockey's my favorite question. Hockey's been one of my favorite sports for a long time. My household was full sports. That's all we ever talked about. My dad was way more football. So up until like
Steelers.
11th grade, yes, absolutely. Up until like 11th grade, I was way more football than I was hockey, and it started to shift around that time. And I got into deck hockey, which is just running around on feet, which transferred to inline hockey, which is on wheels, which transferred to ice hockey. So like I really started to take it seriously as a sport junior year of high school, and then took that, did some travel teams, was the vice president for my college team, kind of started that club from the ground up, which was really cool.
Oh, wow. So what was the college club? Was it just like it was like a team, or is it like hockey enthusiasts?
No, it was a team. It was an inline club so just roller skating. We had to skate or drive an hour and a half to each game at like 11 at night on a school night. It was a dedicated group. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
But if you're a young hockey player, just pick up a stick, get in the driveway, tape an outline, shoot on it.
On the garage door.
I mean, maybe not if it has windows. I've broken a couple windows. But yeah, just find a wall.
Okay.
Just shoot.
That's
if you're a goalie,
advice.
it's a little tougher to train. But even as a goalie, if you're just out there shooting, you kind of get into a shooter's mind a little bit.
I feel like with anything, right? It's like if you aspire to be something, just
do it.
Yeah, be it. Like start being it to the best of your ability, and then eventually you kind of become that thing, and then you apply your own style and sensibilities to it.
That's how I started to learn these cameras. COVID hit, and I was like, screw it. Like, camera's what I want to do. I'm just going to hit up all my friends that I know do some kind of art, dance, rap, music, beats, whatever. And I was like, hey, do you guys need a camera guy? And everybody's going to take free camera work. So I was driving to different places and just practicing. I mean, it wasn't great stuff, but I was learning the ins and outs of the camera. And then by the time I moved out here, I had a good understanding of that stuff and was able to kind of make it my own. So, I mean, hockey and camera, just kind of start doing it. And
yeah, hockey, camera. Yeah, I mean, man, that's something I really want to. I really would love to learn. I really would love to cook. I want to cook, man. I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to do it. I just want access to the skill. You know? I just want to be good at it.
And I'd rather bake, dude.
It's hard. I don't know. It's like some people naturally are good cooks. I have no skills, no talent for it, but I want to. I want it. So I guess I should just start doing it. What would you say is a shining moment in your career, like the highlight thus far?
The Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup.
Yeah. I mean, there's a sweet picture that I have of Mark Stone skating out of the helmet. It was the first game of the season with the Stanley Cup, lifting it, and I was right there, and it's a good picture of me. And that was kind of a complete moment to that season, was the start of the next season. Yeah, that was probably a pinnacle.
That's pretty sick. You have to print that photo. Like you should really do. Oh, you have printed it. Okay,
that's for sure.
That's super dope. Okay, all right. So now the other side of that is what's a living nightmare in production that you've gone through that was like really tough. You don't have to mention names or teams or anything like that if you don't want to do that, but like a scenario that was like awful that stands out for you. Oh, okay. Well, that was. Oh, so I guess my sensibilities are.
That's my nightmare. When HS plays that clip that has that audio,
bro. Yo, there's no clip that triggers me more than that clip. No
I hate it every time.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, it's genius.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. I mean, it's so cool that like how they get to flex at HSK. HSK, for if you don't know, is the Henderson Silver Knights. What would you call? All right, so I always like because regular people don't know this. Regular people don't even know HSK exists. So I always will just like say like it's like the minor league team for VGK. And is that fair to say?
That's very accurate. Yeah.
But what is there like a term for it? Like, is there a right way to say it?
Minor league hockey players, really technically, I guess, two-way players. They sign a two-way contract that says they can play in the NHL or the AHL.
Two-way players. I like that. See, that sounds cooler. It's like, it's the two-way league. You know,
it's the two-way league.
Yeah.
But minor leaguers is typically what you call them. Yeah, I like them a lot. I mean, they're not known by a lot, but the people that know them are so dedicated.
Yeah, hardcore. Yeah, and that is the best thing about working in like the sort of, I don't know how you would say it, like the less popular teams, the less known teams is like the fans, man. Yeah. Like the fans that show up to support, like the fans that showed up to support G League Ignite, Nighthawks, Henderson Silver Knights, even Vegas Thrill, like it's like, yeah, these people want to be here. Yeah, and they really want to support.
That Nighthawks guy will dress up in the
in the luchador mask. The whole actually, it's not just a mask. He does the whole outfit.
Doesn't he have a cape or something? Too? Yeah.
Shoulder pads, the whole nine. He's there every game.
Yeah.
I mean, Screaming. It's great too. Like if you're on RF, it's like, all right, well, or if you're on camera 4 because that's right near him. Like, you have a shot.
Yeah, a guaranteed shot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we can wrap it up, and I would like to end it on this note. What would you say to young people who look up to you and would aspire to be like you, or work, or do your be in your field of work, or any form of like admiration? If there's young people out there that look up to you, what would you say to them?
Genuinely, a lot of it's just being kind. The people you meet, if you have a good energy, wherever you go, you're going to be welcomed. So that's the first step. Being good at what you do is the second step. But if they like you, and that's friend group, work, teams, anybody, it's just being kind gets you so far. Just don't come into work grumpy. Like even that attitude of like, it's fun to hate things is like, it's a downer, like, oh, this sucks today. I hate being here. Like, even if you're just playing about that, it's just a little bit of a downer, Man,
that attitude, like, is toxic in the sense, not in like the buzzword toxic, but it's like, man, it spreads and it's really hard to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like if that becomes like, the culture, this
does suck. This is awful. Yeah. Like, I hate being here.
Yeah. It spreads amongst people, and then it just becomes all you talk about at work.
And nobody really does hate it that much. No.
Right. And it's like, the other thing though is if all you're going to do when you're at work is complain, leave. Yeah. Do something else. Yeah. Like, it's not that hard. Yeah. Yeah,
if you come in with a good attitude, people want you around. So I think that's what the important. If you're good at your job but you're annoying, you're not going to get asked that too many places.
I love that. Well,
It's a
thanks,
little
Cort.
cheesy, but
I appreciate you coming out, man.
yeah, I appreciate you inviting me. This was cool.
Yeah,
I don't like being in front of a camera, but for you, I would do anything wrong.
Oh, yes, I love that. Thank you. All right. Well, you should share your socials, and if there's anything you're promoting or anything you have going on, like that you want people to check out.
Just my Instagram's cool. Still building, learning before I really get into promoting too much. But alti.mov, alt.mov. Find the socks if you didn't get that. But
Find the socks. Yes, find the socks. All right, brother. Okay. Cut. Yay! We did it! Yay! Yes. All right. Cool, man. That was fun.
That was fun.
See, this is the stuff, man. You know, like.